Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from the Windy City. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
What is it up?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On the bootleg, it's Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jack Panther! Back!
Here's Jeanty. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. 70.
We'll keep it on the ground with Jeanty. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that, And then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, stack. Nice, Cougar 19. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
What is it on?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
What is up?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big-time play for the Bears. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Oh, the lineman out in front, ready to block, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Williams to the air once more. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears move out on top 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Genty. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Rubin hit the line. There for the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Get it. Buffalo, 19, Tiger, 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
70.
They'll try it now with Genty. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And a nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
What is it? LeBron, slam left. Go, LeBron.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Blue.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this.
Come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. The extra point is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. Yes. Come to the heart.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, man, open right side. He's got him. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
23 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Back to the air one more time. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 39-yard line.
Second and 10.
18. Red. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Let's
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Ready? Gravity line, Mustang 19.
In motion, that's Thornton. On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
What is that?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this,
Ready?
they'll come up here first and 10.
Go!
They'll go again with Genty. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, It just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Dragon 60. Come on, come on. Trap 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now this time they'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. That his second TD catch of the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A throw downfield caught by Burton. And he will score. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT up and good. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Jiggy out of the backfield. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
70 Rangers, 70, here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's Jordan again. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving to his right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
To throw is Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going for it all. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. And this is no good. He missed the extra point. And that will keep the score right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position, a huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, that's Thornton. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Commit with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here.
Right at midfield. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18-2. Cowboy 80. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drop this one down to Genty. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Ready.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now from the gun. Has caught right side by Thornton. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
60 Eagles.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Genty. He'll get about 2. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down.
At the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. And more of the same. Another interception. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Point after try, forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Raiders 26.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Set. Ready up.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Check. Not 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 4.
What is up?
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready, set.
Here's Williams. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings it 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now a give up the middle. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. His kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Shaheed now to return it. Yeah. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Run out of the gun for Genti. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Genti. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. That one's good for 26 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second and 8 at the Bears' 23-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
Intercepted.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Third, they need 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Come 19. Come on. Set, go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. It's second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Shaheed with the catch. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Las Vegas first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
19 tight. 19.
They'll look to throw again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2.
The second down pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready, set.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. For this defense, they sold out, brought pressure, and the offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Now, timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready, set.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bears send out their punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Perhaps it didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Down. Coconut street. 7 Pirates. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Rig. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Genty. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
19 tight.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.